Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Indica Observer. Today, we are diving into a crucial topic that's been making headlines in West Bengal. But more importantly, it's a topic that has far-reaching implications, not just for the state, but for the entire country of India. So, grab a seat and let's get into it. So, something crucial is happening right now in West Bengal, a topic that many who claim to be neutral are strangely silent about it. Whether it's intentional or just a lack of awareness, I truly believe that as a responsible citizen, we must discuss what's happening in our key Indian states, right? We all saw the situation in Maharashtra around the Aurangzeb controversy, and now West Bengal is in the headlines. Uh, I I sincerely urge you to see this not as a state by state based issue and not through a religious lens either, but as an Indian first. We're living in times we all know that geopolitical shifts are happening and they are real. The American President Donald Trump is pushing for tariffs against China, and global manufacturers are rethinking their dependence on China. And India is being seen rightly as a top contender to step in. Now there are different countries as well, like Philippines and Vietnam and Indonesia and many others, but India is seen as a top contender to step in for all the manufacturers to shift their manufacturing units from China to India. Moreover, Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal has also called this as once in a lifetime opportunity. But when such a golden chance is at our doorstep, what image are we presenting to the world, right? Violence recently broke out in West Bengal. Three lives were lost in Murshidabad, and more than 150 people were arrested. Now, things got pretty intense, and so much so that the Kolkata High Court had to step in and ask the central government to deploy forces, saying that the state government cannot manage law and order. Let that sink in. The state government couldn't manage law and order, and when law and order spirals out of control, the judiciary has to step up and say, you know what, send in the central forces. That's how bad it got in West Bengal. And even with that, a BJP MP is now appealing for the implementation of AFSPA, the Armed Forces Special Powers Act, in four distributed districts in West Bengal. Now, when you hear all this, right, imagine this from an eye of a foreign investor. You're thinking of, let's say you are a foreign investor and you're thinking of moving your manufacturing unit to India from China or from any other country, right? Mainly China. You read the news that there are riots in India. There is instability in few states in India. There's political tension across the board. Would you as a foreign investor want to invest in such a climate? If I were the foreign investor, I'll definitely rethink, right? Because I'm scared of all the situation that's happening in the country. Or let's say, would I consider different countries like Vietnam or Philippines or Indonesia, right? So when as a foreign investor, if I put my feet in a foreign investor's shoes, and if I start thinking about different countries and not India, now that worries me. We're not just hurting a state's image, like we're not just hurting West Bengal's image, right? We're risking the future of the entire country. Our youth, our industries, our prosperity, all these are getting jeopardized. So we gotta think through this. And recently, what happened was West Bengal hosted a hosted a Bengal Global Business Summit, and over 4.4 lakh crore worth of investment proposals came in. Now these are just proposals of investment. 4.4 lakh crore investment hasn't happened yet. These were proposed that they would happen. But that's the thing, right? Nothing is finalized. And when headlines about violence start doing the rounds across India, those potential investors may hesitate. Like if I were the investor, I would be like, I'm not sure if my investment is gonna gain any traction or even make any profits. So there will be delays. There will be some manufacturers who will back out. So let me remind you, right? Law and order isn't just a policing issue, it becomes a economic issue. It's a development issue as well, because there's no economic development, and then that leads to a overall development issue across the board. Back in January 2025, there was an amazing article in the Times of India. I'm not sure if I have the link about it, but I read that article, and the message was pretty simple. If we want more investments in India, we have to improve the governance and safety of India within India. And it's true, states with a weak law and order record have struggled to attract big investments. And let's take a look at a net state domestic product, right? What is net state domestic product? Basically, it's the state level version of the GDP. Where's West Bengal in that list? Not at the top. Actually, it's far from it, right? You'll find Delhi, you'll find Telangana, you'll find Chandigarh as well, and even smaller states like Sikkim, they rank higher. Now, why is that? Not because Bengal lacks potential, right? But because the environment has to be right for business to grow. It's very disheartening that the High Court had to instruct the central government to step in. Ideally, the state and central government should coordinate hand in hand proactively, not reactively. If a situation is deteriorating, both sides need to act swiftly, state and center, and not let things snowball, right? Because the issue becomes huge, and now neither state or center can handle that. Uh, the bigger concern, uh, the bigger concern is not just a West Bengal issue. Many Indian states face the same challenge, and when the world looks at India as an investment destination, one thing matters above all what's happening, right? What is the rule of law? Now, there's one thing I'm not sure if you guys have heard about it. It's called as World Justice Project Rule of Law Index. It ranks countries based on how strongly the law is followed. And where's India ranked at, right? Oh, there you go. You can see it in the slide. India is ranked as 79th. Now, well, it's below Sri Lanka, it's below Thailand, it's even below Nepal and Indonesia, right? So let that information, let that fact sink in. If we want to rise, this needs to change, right? If we have to rise as a country, this ought to change, and we must build a society where the law is respected, where violence is not the answer, right? So let's keep it civil. Let's keep the conversation civil, especially online, right? Don't use social media to fuel hate. You don't want to fan what's going around already. And often the most negative and inflammatory comments come from fake accounts, right? Sometimes they're not even, I believe that sometimes they're not even Indian citizens who are masquerading as Indians, but are seeds planted by I don't know, foreign nationals, foreign places, I guess, trying to divide us Indians. So don't fall for it, right? All right, so I guess That is a wrap. Now, if you're trying to comment something, if you're trying to say something, keep this guideline with you, right? If I'm saying something, is that going to help or hurt my country? Now, that has to be the basis of your answer, right? If something that you're gonna say or something that you're gonna write or something that you're gonna put out there, is it gonna help or hurt my country? And that should be a very good guideline for you to move to make your moves, right? All right. So that wraps up today's discussion. Well, I hope you found this perspective on West Bengal's situation and its broader implications insightful. It's really it's time to start thinking about the bigger picture, not just as a state, but as a country, right? If you agree with the points I made today, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to the Indic Observer for more content that digs into issues affecting India and the world. Also, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation respectful and constructive. Share this video with your friends and anyone who needs to hear this. Hey, you know what? Together, I think we certainly can make a difference. So until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and keep observing. See you guys.